Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10, 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Yeah.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout. It's instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Mike 40. I'm here all day.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Play action. It's Rudolph. It's complete to Watt. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
4 down.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run on first down. Snell, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Mike 55.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Come on, QB, come on.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it together. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jackson now off the bootleg. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. They'll roll him out right. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took
touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Panther 11. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Blue Dan. 55.
Play action. Now Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Baltimore.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Yo.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Watching the five. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
3 buzz.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Mike 50. Ozzy, shut. Army.
Mike 55.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
I'm here all day.
Hey, check Mike. Watching the five.
No, we change it. You ready? Let's go, baby. Mike 55.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Ravens 21, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph, throw left side complete. That's Harris.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Let's go one more. Tight end left.
We got 4.
3rd and 2, Rudolph. finding Harris over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, it's Rudolph. He finds his man Johnson. He finds some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Rush in.
Now a give here to Snell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Trying to get it with Snell, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Being chased out left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right here, right here.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Buying time to his left. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Check 93's
Dobbins running out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hey, let's get this.
Mike, 55. Check.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10. Now Rudolph. Open man here is Gentry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ready up. Single. I got a single in the slot.
Rudolph going to throw again. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
19 Lion. Check. 4 down.
Rudolph on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Hey. 4 down. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's hot. Check. 93's the mic.
Now Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Pick it up, defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. An option handoff here to Dobbins. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Jackson now off the bootleg. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. They're going to run again with Snell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Snell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Snell, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
No, we changed it.
Right there in the middle, 55.
From the 27, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. We got 4.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action with Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Rudolph's throw complete there to Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Rudolph throwing again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Jump.
Steelers first down.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, he's not the starter coming in. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
They'll try again. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Get some penetration here. 19 Tiger. Check 52.
A first throw for the backup Griffin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's got daylight. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Dobbins, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's.
Jackson to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the screen pass. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, 93's the mic. Check.
Another run here with Dobbins. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
A 54-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Danny. Mike 48, Mike 48.
Trap 60, trap 60.
I got you, boy.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 19.
60 Eagle.
Come on,
Mustang 19.
what you got? 48, 48's Mike, 48.
One last throw here for Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Hey, guys, 18 loves to go deep. Put a body on him, put a body on him. Single.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Island over there, you're on an island.
Hey, left.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, 40's Mike right there.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 40's the Mike.
Go.
Rudolph.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a two-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for two. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful two-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.